Say there is a misconception about many people who live on the streets. Some work their whole lives, but as they age, they end up without a place to go. Take Terry Walker, for example. He worked in the railroad industry for 29 years and then retired. But some money troubles later in life pushed him out of his home.
Did you ever think at 71 that you'd be in this position?
No, I didn't, and that's, especially retiring from the railroad, I never dreamed it possible.
And it turns out this is a growing trend. The emergency shelter of Northern Kentucky has seen a spike in older adults experiencing homelessness just over the past 2 winters. Joining me now is Kim Webb. She is the executive director of the emergency shelter of Northern Kentucky. Want to thank you for being here.
Thanks for hosting.
You bet. I want to get into the cause. When you watch this story or when you read this story, you think about your age and where you're at and if you're putting enough away for retirement. How does this happen?
That's a really good question. I mean, things that we have seen is it's a fixed income. It is rent going up. It is medical bills going up. It is a relationship change. So we have seen an increase of men who are getting divorced or being pushed out. And so we end up with men as well who are working and are at that level where they should be retiring and starting to enjoy retirement. And instead what they're find is they're divorced with limited support systems, and they're aging. So that's one side of it. And then the other side is the senior citizens who we're seeing on a nightly basis come to us that are calling and saying, I have to leave where I'm at tonight. I'm being evicted. And it's really, really difficult, and it's heartbreaking to see.
Why do you think we're seeing this just in the last 2 years spike?
Well, I think a lot of it is, again, back to, did we save enough? Was there enough of a pension saving? A lot of pensions are going by the wayside. And again, rent is going up, our medical bills are going up, and our income is not staying with it. We're seeing individuals go back to work to supplement. But even then, you have to pay attention to how much you're earning on a yearly basis if you're on a fixed income and receiving Social Security. So it is really challenging to see those folks. And I really started paying attention to it. I was out at National Alliance End Homelessness Conference in San Diego last year, and it was about February. And one of the things that they talked about really hit home, and it made me think about what I was seeing back here in Northern Kentucky. And when I got back here and ran the numbers, that's what I saw.
It was stunning.
It was stunning. The baby boomers, the homeless population, is the senior citizens, and then medical frailty as well.
Okay. We are going to be observing National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week next week.
Yeah.
What do you hope to achieve?
Well, I think a large part of homelessness is such an emotionally charged topic, right? I think we have a stereotype that we vision homelessness to be.
It's not that.
But it's not that. Is, when I get asked, who's homeless today or who are you seeing at the emergency shelter, I say I see the employed, I see the underemployed, I see the unemployed, I see the disabled, I see the retirement, I see mental health issues, and I see addiction. And I think the challenge is educating people that addiction is not the #1 reason that someone experiences homelessness. It's a loss of a job, and that can start that. And again, that kind of pairs back into your income and your rent and what are we affording and what's market rate anymore these days.
A whole host of factors.
A whole host of factors. So our goal this week is to be just raise awareness and do some donation drives. And then we're also asking individuals, to stop by and be a voice for someone who's experiencing hunger and homeless in our community, to let our elected officials know that, they matter, people matter, and these are human beings.
Kim Webb, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.